Welcome back to Universe X, and today we are actually going to go over the Luster Burst list that you saw in the last Battle Spirits video that I had, the match between Star Dragons and Luster Burst. So a lot of people have been asking for it, so I wanted to deliver. That being said, I wanted to just say that if you want any of the cards in this video, you can always go down in the description, click on my link tree, and you can find multiple avenues to get them. The TCG website, TCG Player, of course, you're going to be able to find all your singles there, and if you use my link, you're going to be able to help me out directly while putting the deck together, so I'd much appreciate it. But if you're also looking forward to sealed product, either of set 1 or pre-ordering for set 2, you can also find my a partner link to Mystic TCG, where you can get 5% off your order, and that'll help me out too. So with that being said, just go to those links. There's other things such as my Twitch and other channels that you can find. And past that, if you want to directly support the channel, you can always like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, let me know what you think of the deck. And without further ado, we're gonna jump into the list. And yeah, hope you enjoy. So, yeah, we're gonna get into this Luster deck. This Luster Burst deck is the epitome of a combo deck. Everything in here has a specific purpose that's really pretty much towards the point of getting the master combo down. So let's dive into it. And the first and foremost thing here is the triple Archangel Michaela. All the cards are going to appear on the screen, so you'll be able to pause and read them as we go. So we're not going to read out each effect, just to make it a little more streamlined. But the Archangel Michaela is just the master cog. When she comes down, you're going to be able to replenish your hand with spells. You're going to be able to look at what you have, potentially add pieces that you're missing, double up on pieces you want to. But yeah, she is going to be able to come down and just go hard. You can see that you can pick up any type of magic card from the top of your deck. So that's actually pretty great. This card can have you Ice Shields, Starblast Draws, which you'll see later in the set, or in the deck list. And then if you're running other spells other than that, or maybe in a future set, you know, that's the type of card this is. But she's the master cog because when she has the Soul Core on her, you're going to be able to play all these free spells during your attack step, and then Luster will bring them back to your hand. So essentially, she is the master cog, she's the game stroke. When Michaela comes down, you are likely to die that turn unless you have Ice Shield. Like, actually, unless you have Ice Shield, you were very likely dying that turn. The next part of the combo deck are going to be the Luster pieces. And Luster as a battle card, or as a keyword, straight up says, while the spirit attacks, you're going to be able to get back the spells that you used in that attack step. So, in that battle. So this is pretty cool. We're going to start off with 4 Caladrius. Literally just Birdman, Bird Doctor Man. On its level 2, which takes 3 cores, you're going to be able to establish Luster. So generally you want to put this out and core it up so it has purple can't take stuff straight off of it. The main issue I'm going to say about this deck though is that even at maximum cores, a lot of this stuff is still very, very susceptible to Burning Force. So generally you want to stack up your cores, you want to make sure you have your defensive measures ready, and the turn you intend to go prime with Luster, you want to set up your board, and then the turn after you want to be able to land your Archangel Michaela so you can really start going in. But yeah, you can see there's that. Then of course, 4 cards is still a small amount to have Luster, so there is a 5th one, and that's going to be Twilight Dragon Rider Flavum. So when the spirit attacks, when you actually use a magic card, you can select one of your opponent's spirits and you can tap it. So it's actually pretty cool. And it's got Luster on its level 3 and 4. So using this card, if your opponent has an entire board, you're going to be able to actually, while you're comboing out, you can just go crazy and start tapping all other things. So that concludes the Luster pieces. Then after the Luster pieces right here, we're gonna go to more enablers. You've got 4 Penton, and Penton on its level 2 and its level 3 just says reduce the cost of the first magic card that you use each turn by 1. So that's gonna make certain things free, like Drowsy Fumes you're gonna see later, but it just reduces cost. So this is pretty cool. You can kind of see that it's easily just a nice enabler card to make things a little more effective when it comes to your cost. Then you're going to have cards that are not filler per se, but you're going to see there's already a fair amount of 2-drops that you're going to want to sustain on the field. So we do employ cards like Freestyle, because Freestyle, 4 Freestyles are going to make sure that when your yellow spirits die, 2-drops die, you get 2 draw a card. So that's already going to be pretty OD, because even when your opponent tears down your board, this is going to be able to get things back. And that's good. Next on the list of cards here, we've got 4 Great Bow Angel. When a Great Bow Angel is summoned with using the Soul Core as part of the cost on level 1 or level 2, which is both of its levels, you're just going to be able to draw 2 cards, put 2 cards at the bottom of the deck. These are just cards to find your pieces, because like I said, any combo, this is a combo oriented deck, and any combo oriented deck is going to need to be able to find its pieces as soon as possible. Next, you've got Grimoire Fairy at 2. And Grimoire Fairy just says view of the top 4 cards of your deck, and you can choose 1 magic card from them, and then you put the other ones at the bottom of your deck in any order. So once again, you have cards for drawing. When your board gets destroyed, you have cards for searching for the magic. You have more cards searching for the magic. This card searches for magic. You can see like there are clear packages to this deck and the way it goes. And it just flows. You got the Master Cog, you've got Lusters, you've got Enablers for your magic, and you've got Magic Search. And then immediately after that, we move into the Nexuses. You only run 4 in this deck, and you've got 4 Blessed Cathedrals. Blessed Cathedral is just going to, during either attack step, when a yellow spirit is destroyed, you're going to get a core. It needs to happen via battle, so that's a thing. And then during either attack step, draw a card when one of your yellow spirits is destroyed. So if you ever have extra cores, but you're still setting up your board, you can move them to Blessed Cathedral to hopefully give your opponent a reason to fear clearing your board, because you're probably going to draw back into your combo pieces. And then we're going to go to the magic cards, which is probably going to be the most substantial part of this deck. You've got 4 Star Blessed draws. This deck desperately needs to draw into its pieces, being a combo deck, so you want to be able to farm decks while you can. Purple, red, and yellow all have great come into play effects. It's really only white that's going to have you feeling like this card's a little less useful than normal. Then you have got 4 Drowsy Fumes. Drowsy Fumes just says select one of your opponent's spirits and reduce its power by 2,000. Now, once battle power is 0, the card does die, so this can be removal, and when you get the Luster Chains going, you're going to see how you can keep looping this. Then we've got 4 Angelic Pressure. Sorry about the 2 blank cards. 2 of those are with a friend, so I'll be having those back momentarily. But the Angelic Pressure is just going to be almost the same thing, except it's going to reduce something by 3k, and that's going to be much bigger removal. And then Luster will start bringing these back to your hand, so you get multiple attacks and start doing your thing. Then you have probably one of the best cards in the deck with the whole Luster strategy, Gleam of Hope. 4 Gleam of Hope. And 4 Gleam of Hope is going to be able, it's a main or flash, but you can give anything with Luster or Bless plus 1000 BP for the turn, and you draw a card. So not only is it furthering your cantrip, you're going to just see your next card, but the most important thing is that it's going to put your stuff above Burning Force. So there are a lot of times where you can actually see it happen in the video. I'm going to have a link to it in the description, like I've already said, of this deck versus Star Dragons, where the opponent, the player of Luster Burst, used Gleam of Hope in the main phase because they had another one in hand. So they used Gleam of Hope in their main phase in order to get their Luster Enabler above Burning Force range. So very, very good. Next, you've got a 1 of Royal Potion. That is there because that's going to untap all your 2-drops, and you're going to be swinging with your 2-drops. So they're things that are going to go in for all the game. So if you have Luster active, using having this 1 Royal Potion, all you need to do is see it, and this Royal Potion is going to untap your 2-drop, and then you're going to get back to do to Luster. And if you have Michaela on board, this was free to play in the first place. But the fact that it's only good on your kill turn and it only works in the 2Ks makes Royal Potion something you don't want to have too many copies of, because it has no further uses than doing that one function. Next, you've got 4 Exhaust Nexus. And Exhaust Nexus is going to be a hefty cost, but once again, it can be reduced by 5, making it a 2 cost. Things like Pin10 on board can bring it down to even a 1 cost when all the setup is there. Or it can be free with Michaela. But this thing is going to main flash reduce the BP of all of your opponent's spirits by 3 key. So this can start wiping boards on its own, providing lots of removal. And then you have, last but not least, as it should be, 4 absolute ice shields. It just stops you from dying. So that is actually the entirety of the deck list that you saw on camera. Like I said, link to the description for the games will be down there in the description. And yeah, if you want to pick up this deck or any of the singles, I've got multiple links on my link tree. If you're looking for singles, you know, just hit up TCG Player using my affiliate code. It'll get you the deck and it'll help me out directly. Or you can go over to Mystic TCG if you're just interested in buying future product like set 2 cases or boxes, and you can pre-order those right there, and using my code or using my link in the description will get you 5% off. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions, and past that, I'm gonna roll the Mystic TCG advert, and I will see you in the next video. Later. So let's talk about Mystic TCG, your one-stop shop for all your TCG needs. On the site, you can buy or pre-order plenty of sealed product for plenty of games. Just make sure though, if you're pre-ordering, to give it 3 to 4 months in advance to start looking, because sometimes the product is indeed hot, supply and demand, you know. And then if you want to buy singles, go on tcgplayer.com. There's going to be a link in the description where you can buy for the best value. And if you want to sell cards or collections, you can message them on their Facebook site so you can get the best bang for your buck on any type of way you want to buy or sell cards. And then while you're at it, you can use the code UNIXTCG at checkout to get even more of a discount. So hey, what are you waiting for? Check out Mystic TCG today.